go to work and I go in there and I turn on my radio and I walk out the door, it's like I go into this world where nobody else is in. And I don't think people understand that you're in that world, in that different reality.
And is 31 Quebec available to help out?
We don't respond to any homeless deals unless we have complaints. Because since homelessness itself is not a crime, we don't get too involved in it unless there's citizens calling up saying they're drinking, they're smoking pot, they're blocking doorways, they're blocking the sidewalk, all those little disordered things.
All right, I'm there right now. All right.
So they'll call us into the area and then we'll start talking to everybody. Patrol will leave and then my team will stay behind talking with the groups or just the individuals or whatever it is. And over the since we've been doing this for 15 years, everybody on the street kind of knows the homeless outreach team van. Even though law enforcement is there, we're not going to arrest them for whatever. That's patrol's job.
You good, man?
Yeah.
I've talked to you before a whole bunch of times, right?
So they kind of get to know who we are, and we offer all those alternatives. Like we could facilitate into the winter shelter, we can facilitate into St. Vincent's, we can facilitate into rescue mission.
Because I can call and have somebody clean it. All right, whatever you don't want, just leave and we'll get it cleaned up.
I was on a squad when he made sergeant. He came over to our squad and took over the squad. And then
It's been downhill ever since.
just
And I was a sergeant over at Western Division, which is Ocean Beach and Hillcrest and stuff. And we were arresting a lot of drunks. I mean, a lot. We were, 40 a week. And they were just coming out. We were recycling through jail and the sobering center. And all of a sudden, my partner, John Leaning, he came up and says, hey, let's stop this. Let's try something different. So he goes, why don't we just get them treatment? Try to somehow funnel them through treatment, and we can use, since they're already going to jail. So we tried that. And I got to tell you, it just like worked right away. They came out of jail, we went into courts, we talked to them in courts, we got them into treatment, and right away they did okay.
we're going to drive over to St. Vincent's to get you set up there.
Okay. I finally realized after all of these years that I wasn't going to do it on my own. I needed some freedom in my life, and yet I needed some direction. So when this lawyer told me about the SIP program, even though it's 6 months, there's some freedom to it, and there's a learning curve.
Let's do it, man.
Okay, I've got a lunch. I am one happy dude.
They're pretty good guys. You know what? It could be you, it could be me in a half a second. And to see them recover, and at least this is like their last opportunity, because without this program, without the SIP program, they would be dead. And they're not.
Hug me and kiss me for the rest of my day.
Like Elvis, he'll change. We'll just keep talking to him. One of these days he's gonna go, he'll figure it out. And then we'll get him into housing and you won't even recognize him.
They call me Elvis. I'm not looking for a free ride.
Right.
What I'm looking for is a chance to get my life back into order.
When I go home, I turn it off. I don't carry it with me or any of that. And sometimes it's upsetting. You see him there with his legs and stuff. But it's his gig. He has a right to refuse. And my thing is just keep talking to him. Because there are options for you outside of here.
Like what?
I don't know. They're going to talk to you about it today. There's probably housing options for you.
So we've worked with Sergeant Schnell for many, many years. He has this great bond with lots of people that have been on the streets for years and years. He relates to them very well. He's able to work with them in a gentle manner and help get them the care they need.
Well, they have an inside bed where you could still come out here all day and hang out.
He's like a social worker with a gun,
We found Eric. We did get Eric.
Eric Anderson?
Yeah.
He's severely mentally ill.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know how they deal with it.
this is Teresa. She's my replacement.
He understands that to get some of these people the help that they need, they have to trust you.
Where do you spend the night, though?
And he's so good at building that trust and the rapport with the people that he's trying to help to get them to the day that they're ready to accept help.
I'm glad things are going well, man.
I think the city's doing 100 times better than when I first started this. I think there's a real movement to get things going. And we'll see. I'm Rick Schnell. I'm Sergeant for San Diego Police Department. I've been on the department for almost 35 years. I've been with the homeless outreach team for 14. I'm due to retire May 29th, 2014, and it's been fun.